Father's Corp started as a learning community. It started as an idea of Gary Thompson and myself. We wanted to create something for male service providers.
Kevin noticed that we weren't getting a lot of applications or investing in father-specific services. And one day he got a phone call from a prospective applicant saying, "Hey, do you all at First 5 Alameda consider dads to be parents?" Oh my goodness, if the community has to ask us that question, we're doing something wrong.
So we created this network, and we felt, hey, how can we codify this so that we could continue to have conversations, work with each other, but also strengthen our ability to serve families and particularly fathers. And that's where the idea of the Father's Corp was birthed.
It serves as a gathering place, if you will, for men who are working in early childhood.
Giving them an opportunity to learn more about child development, about fatherhood, to connect with one another, to get peer support, peer learning.
But also to know about the various programs that are available throughout Alameda County that could be supportive to them, to help educate, to help bring men together to talk about their issues and to show how important it is for them to be present in the lives of their children and families.
Fathers and father figures are critical to the optimal development of children.
If fathers are not involved with their children, they don't reach their fullest potential. They bring such another dynamic relationship to the growth and the development of a child.
Unfortunately, hear about stories where dads are not really having the same opportunities to be with their kids, or maybe are not seen as the same type of nurturers or have the same abilities as moms to sort of care for kids. But I think a lot of dads really want to do that.
Often they've been overlooked over the years in terms of providing services, especially through social services and mental health services. If they're not engaged right at the beginning of services that we're providing, I think sometimes their voices have really been lost.
And fathers provide a very unique perspective, from a male standpoint, which is often needed in terms of a child's upbringing, and that's also in the family and the household. Whether it is the actual father or the father figure, it is something of value, for them to be involved in a child's life.
And fathers play a role in providing, I feel, stability in the community. So if young people don't see fathers in their lives, they don't see fathers in the community, then I think it kind of throws things out of equilibrium.
Father's Corp, I think, has made us rethink the way in which we think about child development services and programming, and highlighting kind of what we need to do programmatically and from a policy perspective to really reinforce and support that unique relationship.
They've worked to bring forth father-friendly principles that the Board of Supervisors that we've adopted.
Those father-friendly principles gave a way for us to concretize the conversation and take that conversation out of this facility and into the community and into the public systems.
It's teaching us how to interact with fathers, how to engage fathers, and even different setups of family. So if the father is not in the home, how do you engage that father that's not in the home? Fathers who are in the home, fathers who are the primary caregivers, two fathers, all of that I think is really important for us as providers to understand.
The Father's Corp has definitely had an impact on First 5. From really small concrete ways, like our men's bathroom now has a changing table when it didn't used to. And we thought, okay, walking the walk means if there's a dad in the building with his infant, he needs to be able to change the diaper. We need our environment to make that possible.
And now we have Father's Corp, we have the Fatherhood Initiative, and soon to be we will have a Fatherhood Summit where 1,000 dads are going to come together. I mean, to think about that, 1,000 men coming together and talking about being with their children.
Working with the Father's Corp, we've been able to establish an interagency fatherhood work group that brings together representatives from the Interagency Children's Policy Council as well as other organizations in Alameda County who are specifically focused at looking through the lens of fathers and how well we are or are not providing a place that they feel welcomed and appreciated and respected.
We've done a series of focus groups. We've also tried to, in our child welfare department, be more intentional in our recruitment of fathers who act as mentors to other fathers.
The Healthcare Services Agency in particular is interested in working with the Father's Corps to improve services for fathers and their kids in healthcare settings.
Knowing that Father's Corps is here and has our back and is helping as mentors and guidance and advisors, it just makes a huge difference.
And so to have an organization that proactively studies and brings together the best and the brightest around being fathers, and also sharing those experiences, acting as a resource, acting as a guide, is very important.
I would like to see the Father's Corps continue developing and networking and trying to spread the father-friendly principles and getting those embedded in our culture.
And that it's not an afterthought, that it's not something that we have to work hard to do, that it just becomes the way we do business.
I really enjoy collaborating with the Father Corps because actually the folks who are doing it are really excited about their work.
Well, first of all, they're great people. So that makes collaboration really easy.
So for those who haven't reached out or collaborated with the Father's Corps, please do.
The work is just so important, and I've seen so many organizations who have spent the time to get involved really sort of grow their knowledge and grow their awareness around it.
There's a void out there that we need to be able to fill, the void of services for men. Men may not be as forthcoming about what they need, and so we have to be proactive.
Working with the Father's Corps was an awesome example of systems change in our county, where public systems, government, healthcare, and fathers are coming together.
It's actually groundbreaking work. It's nationally important. And so I believe that all organizations in Alameda County should be engaged, involved, and committed to the success of the Father's Corps.
Really what's at the heart of the Father's Corps is fathers' desire to have a deep connection with their children and to have their role as fathers validated and recognized by the larger society.
To me, the Father's Corps is a wonderful organization that's doing effective and needed work.
To me, the Father's Corps is...
To me, the Father's Corps is collaborative.
Systems change.
A systems change initiative.
To me,
the Father's Corps...
The Father Corps is
A capacity building effort and change effort.
important and needed.
Makes me a better person, provider.
To me, the Father's Corps is a community of men.
To me, the Father Corps is revolutionary.
To me, the Father's Corps is a movement.
To me, the Father's Corps is all about lifting up fathers and father figures so that they can be the best parents that they possibly can be.
The Father's Corps is my passion. We want to do our best to support families, and that's what this work is about.